Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Nazareen Adab. Today is a special day. Thursday is dedicated for the parents, and we are here with a special show on parenting is an art. Yes, parenting is an art, but we take it for granted. I know that we are from that age when we used to cry, we were again beaten up just to ask that why are you crying. That was the time when people used the parents used to think that authority or authoritarian parenting is the best parenting, and they used to have all the authority on the children cannot have their say, children have to obey their parents, they have to like whatever their parents like, children have to say whatever their parents want them to say, and the children have to all the time have submissive nature, they have to submit on the wills of the elders. And that was the time when I remember very well that once I was insisting to buy a pink color dress, while my parents, they don't want to buy that color dress because the cloth of that dress was not suitable, it was not good enough. And I remember that I cried and cried and cried, but it has made no effect on them, and they have given me the dress whatever they like was suitable to me. But now in today's days, we see the children have their own say, they have their own likings, dislikings, they have their own decision making capacity, and this is the change we found in 21st century. So that's why 21st century parenting is not an easy parenting, and it's not the same as it was in the 19th century or 20th century. This is the reason why every week we discuss certain issues related to the children, and we try to be the better parent, because we all have to nurture and raise our children in the best way so that they can be the successful citizen and successful human being. So today, to discuss this important topic, parenting is an art, we have a very special guest in our studio, very special guest, and she is Syedatehirasumbul, who is the expert of parenting subject. She has done lots of research on her own level, and she is here to discuss that which type of parenting is suitable in today's world and how many types of parenting are there. So Syedatehirasumbul, welcome to JAHAN-E. We are very much grateful that you have volunteered and you have spared your valuable time. How are you?
Yes, I'm very well, fine. Thank you.
So today we are going to discuss the types of parenting and which type of parenting is suitable for today's generation. So I request you to kindly start your presentation.
I welcome all of you with the Islamic greetings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon each one of you. Before we begin, a few introductory words about myself. My name is Syedatehirasumbul. I'm an engineering grad by education, and I'm currently involved in parental blogging, in content writing, in counseling, and and I've been a lot on many live platforms where I've been able to interact with parents, and I do public speaking, and alhamdulillah, I've been able to make an impact through these platforms. So today I'm here to discuss my views on the topic effective parenting in a defective world. Now, parenting is the biggest gift of God. Parenting is the most precious journey that a human being undertakes in their lifetime. Being gifted with the gift of a child is the most sacred feeling that a person can feel. And given the defective conditions, the challenging conditions of the world today, all of us are trying to be the best version of parents that we can be for our kids. So we are basically trying to do effective parenting in a defective world. Now, practically, what is parenting? Parenting is an overlap of three concepts. Who is the parent? What is the role of parenthood? And what is the process of parenting? Now, Parent is basically someone, the people, the couple who are involved biologically in bringing, who are responsible for bringing the child in this world. They are the parents. Also, adoptive or foster parents are known as parents because they are also involved in parenting the child. And parenting is basically meeting the child's needs to the age of 18 or longer, right from the time they are born up till the time when they become adults. We parents try to meet all their needs and help them towards becoming competent adults. And parenthood is a very valued role that gives us a lot of rights and responsibilities. And it allows the parents to take decisions on behalf of the kid. You know, when our kids are small, they depend upon us for all their decisions. And we are the ones who are supposed to guide them in the best possible manner. So, parenthood is a role that comes with rights, but coupled with a lot of responsibilities. Now, when I call parenting being a gift of God, what there are many, inherent qualities that we need. There are many inherent qualities that we need to carry out this process of parenting. The qualities are nurturance, flexibility, and dedication. So let's see what each of these mean. Now, nurturance is basically being a nurturing parent, giving unconditional love to your children, having realistic expectations from our children. Now, when the topic of unconditional love comes out, I would like to convey it to each and every parent that this is our very basic role as a parent, giving unconditional love to your kid. Our love for our kid is not based on the fact whether our kid is successful or not successful, whether the kid is beautiful or not beautiful, whether our kid is up to the mark according to our standards or not. We just love our kid. That is unconditional love. Even in their hard times, in their easy times, we just hold their hand and guide them. So we have nurturing parents, hold realistic expectations, and give absolute unconditional love. Now, the other quality that is required is dedication. Now, each one of us who are parents out here, we know how dedicated this role of parenting is. The moment the child comes into this world and is in our arms, right from that day, this role becomes a 24-hour job. It becomes a 24-hour job. We need to see that for each and every moment, their needs are supposed to be met. All their needs are supposed to be met. And that is our prime responsibility. Now, one more quality, which in my opinion is one of the most important quality, is flexibility. Now, parents need a lot of flexibility to survive the parenting challenges. Now, in addition to being parents, we might also be an employer. We have our own personal life, we have our job life. So once the child is in our arms, we need to adjust ourselves to the phases of the growth of the child. We need to adjust our professional and personal life so that we are always there for our kid, to fulfill their needs, to meet up their expectations. So nurturance, dedication, and flexibility are very important parenting qualities. Now, when I talk about parenting, parenting is an absolute reality. Alhamdulillah, we all give birth to kids and we suddenly are promoted to the role of parents. You know, carefree girls and carefree boys on having a baby become parents. Now, parenting is an art, but just like many other concepts of life, there are many myths, many myths that are associated with parenting. You know what are myths? Myths are, to be honest, lies. They are the things that a lot of people say. A lot of people know. You know. I know. We all say it, but they're actually not true. So they are myths. And what are the realities against those myths? So why do the parenting myths take birth? They take birth because of family culture, traditions, because of society, because of experts, who do not have all the facts. They have not done all the study. They just say based on maybe their experiences. Okay. So the first myth about parenting is that all parenting skills are instinctive. Instinctive means we're born with them. So this is a myth. All parenting skills are definitely not instinctive. No one is born with the preparation to be an effective parent. No, we are not born with the skill to be parents. We need to learn those skills. We need to gain knowledge. We need to gain experience. We need to get some help through counseling, through experienced adults, through magazines, through parenting channels. So we need to learn to parent our kids the right way. However, the best learning procedure is through personal experience. Remember, nobody in this world knows your child's needs more than you. So parenting skills are not instinctive. You are not born with them. You need to learn them. Now, the second myth is a mature adult can be a perfect parent. If we are a mature adult, we are perfect parents, 100%. So now this is another myth. Human beings are not perfect. This is the reality. Now, mature parents, we strive to become competent, not perfect. We try to take interest in our child's life. We try to hold our child's hand in all their activities, in all their growth phases, and we are very concerned. But we are not perfect. We are very concerned. We may make mistakes. We may make the wrong judgments. We may make the wrong decisions. But we are trying to be competent. We are trying our best to help them. And one thing that should be remembered at all points of parenting is it is of paramount importance never to be critical or judgmental in our kids' life. Never be critical of their actions. Never be judgmental. Be their friend. We have also been kids at one point of time in our life. So we know what they're going through. So we have to recognize that our kids are born in a different time zone than us. And we cannot whip them, we cannot have the same whip for them. No, we have to adjust to their styles, to their time zone. And we try to become mature and competent parents. We try to be their friends. Yes, we are not perfect, but we are trying. Now, the third myth is good parenting always guarantees good children. If I am a mature adult and I'm a good parent, my child is going to be a good adult. Now, this is also a myth. It is sad, but it is true that good parenting does not guarantee good children. It does not guarantee. We have good faith in Allah. Allah is kind to us. If we parent them well, with the good intentions, with the good niyyah, we follow the sunnah and the sahabas. So we will be able to do good parenting, yes. But we always have to be ready for the deviations. Now, this myth is based on the fact that personality is completely formed in the early years. Okay, a major part of the personality is formed in the early years. But we have a lot of influences outside the family, such as peer pressure, parents, media effect, children other children who affect us in healthy or unhealthy ways. Now, teenagers or adolescents, they face tremendous peer pressure and are greatly affected by media and the unreal world around them. So, right from the initial stages of being an adult, kids need to be guided very wisely. We need to be their friend. We need to check who are they interacting with, who are their peers, who are their friends, what are the kinds of activities that they are going through. Not to pressurize them, but to wisely guide them and to save them from negative influences. So we have to be good parents, but we also have to be wise to prevent our children from the negative influences. And the fourth myth, I think this myth is extremely funny. Why I would say this myth is extremely funny is because parenting is not always fun. As soon as a girl or a woman starts expecting, people start showing her lots of dreams. Oh, you're going to be a mother. Oh, it's going to be fantastic. Oh, you're going to enjoy. Oh, you're going to have a very bubbly baby in your arms. And just life is going to be great. Okay, parenting is no doubt, it is a blessing. But like any other job, parenting is exciting, it is fun, but at the same time, it is also a happy process. It's a sad process, it's boring, it's frustrating. And as adults, we should have realistic expectations about parenting. We should not feel that it is a bed of roses and we are going to be always happy. Parenting is accompanied by a lot of adjustments and sacrifices. It has its own share of physical challenges, financial challenges. The financial challenge is a big area. We have a whole human being dependent upon us. So we have to meet their financial needs. And as parents, we have to multitask with efficiency. It becomes an indispensable need where our everyday activities need to be done. In addition to the parental responsibilities, we need to take care of our family, we need to take care of our job, we need to take care of our maybe education or whatever we're doing. And we have parenting in addition to all this. So, yes, parenting is a blessing. It is momentary fun, but it is also a time which is very demanding and it demands sacrifices. It demands physical and financial sacrifices as well. So, Steve Covey is an author of a book, Seven Habits of Highly Effective Families. How do we achieve the mantra of having an effective family? So, the first habit, he highlighted seven habits. The first habit is be proactive or become an agent of change in your family. Like, as a mother, I want certain changes in my family. Like, I want my kid to be very, very well behaved, very respectful. But sometimes we as parents, we don't show it to our kids. We don't model that behavior to our kids, and we just want them to do it. So, however, that philosophy cannot work. We have to be proactive. We have to show them the change that we want to see in them. If we want them to be respectful, we have to be respectful in the first place. Okay. Now, the second habit is begin with the end in mind. Now, all of us need to develop a family mission statement. Why are we doing the parenting that we are doing? What do we want in the end? So, when my child grows up, I want my child to be a competent adult, a good Muslim, a respectful person, someone who is easygoing, someone who is very nice, someone who is competent, someone who is an asset to the society, someone who is an asset to the ummah. So what I know is that my mission statement is I have the end in my mind. Why am I disciplining myself? Because I want a disciplined child. The third habit is put first things first. My family comes before everything else. My family, for me, should be priority. My family comes before everything. The fourth highlighted habit is I think win win. Win and win for me and for my child. And I move from me to we. It's not a me anymore. When I wasn't a mother, I was a single person. My life was about me. Okay, my schedule, my happiness, my habits, my choices, my likes and my dislikes. But now I'm not me alone. I am we. I have a family. I have a kid or maybe kids. So now I move my mission statement from me to we. And now I think in a win-win situation for all of us, for me and my kid, all of them. And the fifth habit is seek first to understand. Now, as parents, many times we are under this impression that I know everything. I'm an adult. I know everything. I just know it better than my child. So many times we don't listen to what our child has to tell us. We just cut them short in between and we just give our advice. So this is not a very healthy style of communication. We have to seek to understand, then be understood. First, listen to what your child is trying to tell you. Listen to their perspective, to their point of view. Of course, it is very important to them. If you do not listen to the smaller details they have to tell you today, they will not tell you the major details tomorrow. Be very empathetic, be very polite. Show them that they have a friend who is ready to hear them. So first seek to understand, then be understood. After you have understood their perspective, then you can put in your expert advice. It's definitely going to make a difference that way. The sixth habit is synergize. Build family relations through celebrating differences. Now, I am an individual. My child is an individual. My other kids, I may have 2 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids. All of them are different individuals. They have different energies, different personalities, different likes, different dislikes. So I do not have to base my judgments or my parenting over, if some child suits my likes or dislikes, I like the child better. That should not be my criteria. My criteria is to synergize. I want to build my family relations through celebrating differences. I like the different personalities of each of my child, and I respect each of my child for their differences, for their different energies, for their different perspectives, for their different decisions. So we synergize and we celebrate our differences. And the last habit is sharpen the saw. Renew the family spirit through traditions. In these days, people are, trying to copy the Western culture. We're all trying to become wannabes. But it is important to keep your culture alive within your kids. It's very important that you celebrate your festivals, you celebrate your traditions, and that's how you build the culture, you build the traditions. Your children know what kind of behavior is expected from them once they grow up. So saying all this, cutting myself short, I want all the parents listening to me today to take a parental pledge. That is, we will promise ourselves certain things. I promise I will show my children that I love them. We all love our kids unconditionally, but very few of us tell our kids every day that, sweetheart, I love you. So from today onwards, we are going to do this. We are going to tell our kid, I love you unconditionally, no matter what. You may fail, but I still love you. I'm there to help you. I will listen and I will value what my children tell me. I will listen to them and I will value their words. I will not belittle them. I will not tell them that, oh, just keep your advices to yourself. You are a baby. Don't try to teach me. No, I will listen to them. I will praise my children's efforts towards accomplishment. They might be making a small accomplishment, but I will praise them for that. I will respect my children as individuals. Like I want respect. My kids also want respect. I will show them what respect is like. I will show them how we respect people. So I will respect my children as individuals, and I will enjoy with my children every single day. I will enjoy their small, small victories, their small moments, so that tomorrow when they grow up and they leave my nest and become an adult, I can show myself. I can show my face to myself in the mirror and I can say that I enjoyed the childhood of my kids. So after this pledge, all I can say to all the parents is happy parenting to each one of you. May Allah bless you on this sacred journey. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Tahira. It was really very informative, very enlightening, and very motivating. Especially
Thank you.
When you have urged the parents to love their children unconditionally, and then
Right.
plus you have given them 7 habits how they are going to be effective parenting. And there are certain myths also that you have tried your level best to clarify that these are just
Right.
myths. There is no fact attached to them.
Right.
And I think all the points that you have raised today in this show are worth listening, worth practicing. So
Right.
I thank you very much, and I think we have come to the end of our show because it's already 6:30. But we
Mm.
have our audience with us. I would like to request if they have any questions, they can ask. I request Mr. Parvez. Mr. Parvez, if you have any questions, you please just switch on your video and then join us and ask your questions if you have any.
Video, switch video. Video on करने को.
Otherwise, you just switch on your
Yes,
audio and then ask the question, please.
yes, very well said. Only thing I want to know, good parenting, that is a myth, I know. Good parenting cannot guarantee good children. But I feel good parenting can guarantee good human being. What do you say?
Okay, so as I said, it's one of the myths that if we are a competent adult and we do parenting well, we can guarantee good children. Well, as I told you, human beings are not perfect. We come with our own baggage of mistakes, right? So we have this tawakkul in Allah. We follow the prophets, we follow the sahabis, we follow the sunnah, and with extreme goodwill, we do good parenting. We try our best to do the most conscious form of parenting. And then at the same time, we pray to God to bless us with good children. So there is no guarantee, but what I would urge all the parents is to do our best, to make the conscious effort, to be informed parents. Don't sit and feel that we know it all. No, we don't know it all. So we need to keep updating ourselves as parents. We need to keep reading about parenting. We need to keep ourselves well informed so that we know how the world is changing, how our kids are changing, and so that we can adjust our parenting styles according to that.
Thank you
Right,
very
I,
much.
I hope that
And
answers
yeah,
your
yeah.
right, right.
question.
Very good.
Mr. Parvez, here we can take the example from the history. We can take the
Yes,
example of Nuh alayhi salam. So
yes,
Right.
yes.
there is
I
no
know.
doubt in his parenting, but
Yeah, I know.
he was not able to. Yes. So
Yes,
I
I know.
think that's what Madam wanted to convey, that if we are good
But
parents,
but I
Allah,
feel that as well as parenting, we should dua to the Allah that
yes,
our children should go to Srat Mustaqim. Every time
inshallah,
we should make a dua. That's all.
inshallah. Yes.
Right.
So we have Rizwana with us. Rizwana, if you have any questions, you can ask, and then we have yes. Rizwana, can you hear me? I think there is some connectivity problem. No issues at all. So thank you very much once again, Tyra. I just request you that whenever JAHAN-E invites you, you please come. And I request you that if you can, we can have like bilingual mode of communication. That's better, because in our audience there are many who understand Hindi and Urdu better. But anyway, they
Right.
understand English also. But next time we'll try to be bilingual. So your message is so precious. I have seen that you have covered so many points, and all the
Right.
points were so valid. It was worth listening and worth practicing. So anyway,
Right.
thank you very much. It was wonderful session, and I have taken lots of things for myself, for my children, for my kids. So thank you very much for elaborating these points. And
Thank you
with
very
this,
much. Thank you for inviting, and I am really happy that I could be of use to someone and I could make a difference.
thank you very much. And dear audience, with this, we come to the end of today's show. Inshallah, we are going to meet tomorrow, and tomorrow is a special day. As we all know, tomorrow is Gandhi Jayanti, and we are going to celebrate it in many ways. We have lots of programs tomorrow. At 2 o'clock, we have special show on Gandhi Jayanti speech competition. And then after that, we have the mini teacher program at 6 o'clock. And with us, we are going to have Fabeha, who is going to teach us some wonderful uh, things in art and craft. If you have interest in art and craft, then please join us at 6 o'clock. And to pay the tribute to our father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, please be with us at 2 o'clock and attend a speech competition where more than 60 students are going to speak about Mahatma Gandhi as a role model for the Indians. Thank you very much. Take care and bye-bye. Allah Hafiz.
Bye. Allah Hafiz.